It's really hard to start a YouTube channel. In fact, it took me months before I could start my YouTube channel and film my very first video. And when I did finally get, after 10 takes of saying absolutely nothing on camera, I finally took the leap and filmed my first video. It was just an introduction and said, "Hi, this is Steven and this is my channel," something like that. And it was like a 30-second video, and it took me the longest time ever to film it. So I know it's really hard to start a YouTube channel. Now this video is going to be a little bit different because I do have some notes, so if you see me looking down on the screen, that is why. But it's really hard, but it's going to be really hard for everybody. But it's also the perfect time for you to start your YouTube channel, because it's less saturated than it's ever going to be. You have more time now than you're ever going to have, and also YouTube is showing your videos like this from small channels. And if you look at your home feed, instead of having only channels that have millions of subscribers, or at least hundreds of thousands of subscribers, you'll have channels just like this one that are small channels with very few subscribers. And this is the proof. You're watching this video even though this is a small channel, so it can get out to the world. And you might think that your channel is oversaturated, or your niche is oversaturated, and we'll talk more about that niche right now. You need to niche down. You need to have a subject that you want to talk about. And if you don't know what you want to talk about, there's some ways that you can find out, your practical ways that you can find out what you want your channel to talk about. And that is, what are you consuming right now? What type of videos are you watching? You know, when I go on social media, there's people that say, like, they'll see videos like this about growing a YouTube channel and what it's like growing as a small channel. And they'll be like, every single person I see, they're creating videos about how to grow a YouTube channel, so it can't be that way. And if you go to some money, or you start looking at how to make money online on YouTube, you'll only see videos about how to make money online. And people will be like, every single video that's on internet ever is about making money online, so they're just making money online through those videos. And the truth is, no matter what niche, it's going to be like that. You're going to only see videos that you have looked up to or have watched or anything, and that goes from YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever platform. This is what's going to happen. So no niche is actually oversaturated. Now, there are some niches that are more competitive. There's also some niches that you probably shouldn't go into, because if you can't find a single channel that has over 100,000 subscribers, it's probably a niche that's dead and nobody wants to watch that video or that type of content. But you can also put your twist to it. There is a way where you can put your twist to that type of content. Some people have been making videos about, just like this, talking to a camera and talking about, let's say, that same example, how to make money online. So they talk about how to make money online, and they'll keep talking about it, just like I'm doing now, head to camera. And there's some guy out there that decided, well, I could do that type of content, but I should do a vlog. I really like vlogs. I really like to talk about how to make money online. I'm going to start a vlogging channel that's going to be about how to make money online. Long story short, this guy has millions of subscribers. And it's just finding a different angle and a different way to talk about this. And it could be simple. It could be because you're older than some people, you're younger than some people. If you're watching this channel, probably older is the main thing. But either way, or you could be having a different angle on whatever it may be. And the truth is, if you don't try to copy anybody, and you try to find your own voice, you can just be yourself, because nobody is you. You know, you can't be Mr. Beast, but Mr. Beast can't be you. And I think that's a very empowering thing to have, is because nobody can be you except for you. You have your own life experiences, you have your own stuff that you can talk about, and that nobody else can have. So you can kind of weave in your story. I mentioned about working at a brick factory in my last video, I believe, or the one before that. You know, that is my life experience. That's what I've done before. That's one of the multiple jobs that I've done, because I've done tons of different jobs that I hated. And that is part of your story. And you probably don't have the same life experiences as me, but I don't have the same life experiences as you, that you can share and tie into your story, no matter what your content is about. And, you know, you see all these 18-year-olds or 17-year-old or 16 years old, like, having a ton of success on YouTube. You know, they're driving Lambos. I'm sure you've seen those videos. They're driving Lambos. They have become multi-millionaires in a year, and they've done all this stuff, and their channel has multiple millions of subscribers. It seems like everybody's like jumping in to give them money, and the truth is that they probably are. But the thing is, successful people that have successful channels, have successful YouTube channels that are actually driving in revenue, because you don't have to have millions of subscribers in order to have some revenue. Those people are, you know, the average of a person that has a successful YouTube channel, not only in terms of subscribers but also money. They're 40 years old. That's older than me. That's, you know, to some people, I'm the old person on YouTube. You know, I have a wife. I'm married now. I'm 37. There's, you know, it seems like I'm the old person out here, but the truth is, the successful people on YouTube are 40 years old. So you have all the time in the world. And if you're 40, if you're 50 years old, if you're 60 years old, I've seen somebody that's 80 years old and making a ton of money on YouTube, and he started less than a year ago. So it's not saturated. You can actually share your life experiences, be the person that you want to be, and have success on YouTube. And that's all I'm wishing you to have, is that success on YouTube. Now, the next part is you want to, and I'll put my notes down right now because I can remember everything, is you want to know how to monetize. Because when you talk about monetization on YouTube, there's most likely what you're thinking about, what most people think about, is getting paid for views. So in order to be part of the what they call the YouTube Partner Program, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And I don't have those, by the way. But that's what people want to have, and I think that's a good milestone to, or goal to have, because yes, you're going to make some money, but also it's going to get people to, it shows you basically that people are interested in your videos. If you can get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, 4,000 watch hours is a lot of hours of people watching your videos. So if you can get to that milestone, that means people are watching your videos, and that's a very good sign. So AdSense, yes, is going to pay you a little bit of money, and it's going to start very slow. I've seen tons of videos about this, tons of people sharing their monetization journeys, and you're going to make maybe $50 a month, $100, $200 a month, maybe $500 a month. So yes, that's cool because you're just making videos and you're getting paid for it, and that's awesome, but it's not the best way to get monetized. There's things that you have to keep in mind. If you want to have your YouTube channel to be a real business, then you have to find a way to make money outside of getting quote unquote monetized, and monetize your channel in a different way. And you need to find other channels that are similar to yours. What are they doing? Maybe they're affiliates, which means that you use a certain tool, a certain product, or something like that, and you get paid to as soon as somebody buys from your link. So they'll give you a link, people can click on it, and you get paid for people purchasing through your link. You get a small cut, and you can say that in your videos. You know, I have in the description, tools that I use, and you know, if you buy from me, I'll get a small cut, and it's not going to cost you anything to buy from me. So that's one of the ways. It's probably the easiest way, because you don't have to create a product. It's just a tool that you use or something that you use, and you can get paid through that. And that's going to help you to get more income from whatever you're doing. Or you can sell services, because most likely if you have a channel, or if you're watching this channel, you have some sort of expertise that you like to talk about. So you might be able to sell coaching, you might be able to sell courses, your own products. And that selling your own products is a great way, probably the best way to make money once you're starting to grow, once you're starting to get a little more known. Because affiliate, you know, becoming an affiliate can be the simplest thing in the world, but if you have 5 views or 10 views per video, you're probably not going to get any sales. Now, you could still put that link in the description and tell people, and maybe sometime somebody will buy it. But as soon as you start to grow your audience, more and more people are going to end up on that. But creating your own product and selling your own services, you'll need to have a little bit more of an audience, so that you can share to that audience how to do whatever you're telling them how to do. And same goes for courses. It's going to be easier because it's your own product, but also you're not doing it too early where people are just, you know, wondering why you're selling that when you have no subscribers. So that's another way to monetize. Then you can get brand deals. I have no brand deals. I have none of this, by the way. I have made money through affiliate marketing before, but that's a story for another time. And you can have brand deals. Brands will reach out to you once you start to have a real audience and offer you to pay to promote their products, and say, if we sponsor you, you can talk about this product, and we'll give you $1,000. You know, depending on your YouTube size, your engagement, and everything like that, they'll offer you different kinds of money. But that's a way that people are making most of their income. Like some YouTubers are making a lot of money by doing that. And if it's a product that you actually believe in, then it could be a good thing. And same goes for affiliate marketing. Now, if you're doing your own product, you also want to believe in your own product. So all of these things come after a while. You can just start by making videos, but you have to have in mind what how are the successful channels in my niche making money, and can I replicate that, and can I make some money? I have no products from this channel because it's a very small channel, but you know, we'll see how it goes. And I know there's a ton of different ways that I can monetize this channel. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, and we'll see that as my audience grows. And right now I have nothing, but you know, if you subscribe and you watch my videos all the way through, then there's a good chance that I can grow an audience like that and help some people in some way or another. So hopefully this was you know, YouTube is very good at telling you what you should watch next. And you know, I think it's on this side that there's a video that you can watch, and YouTube thinks that you should watch it, so it could help you and it could help me. So watch that video, and I'll see you in the next one.